Hello. Currently, my brother's not feeling very well, so I'll be taking over his channel for the time being. Anyways, today we will be talking about story-based games. Now you may ask, what do I mean by a story-based game? Well, I'm talking about games such as Zelda, Halo, Hat in Time, Portal. Games that have a story attached directly to them that is integral to actually playing the game. Now, you may say, but almost every game falls under that category! Well, you see, there's a very big difference between Halo, where you're actively playing in the story, and a game like Five Nights at Freddy's, where the story is hidden inside the map, and other small details in the world alongside that. So now you may be asking yourself, what game are we going to play? Are we going to dive into the world of Star Wars with Jedi Fallen Order, Run in Fear, and Evil Within? Or explore one of the most stylized games ever in Cuphead? No, I want to play a silly fox game. Tunic is a game developed by a small team who calls themselves the Tunic team. Real original, guys. Real original. Published by Finji in March 16, 2022, Tunic is a game very similar to Zelda in many ways. Not that one. This Zelda. Now you may ask, why this one in particular? And in order to get into that, we have to go into spoilers. Kinda? If you don't want any of that, just jump to this time. It's only a couple of minutes, it'll be fine. But hey, if you're okay with spoilers, let's just jump right in. So let's talk about the most important mechanic in the game, the manual. It's a little book, it's so important. Oh my goodness, that was close. Well, throughout the game, you collect these little manual pieces, each one containing even more important knowledge. Puzzles, items, mechanics, maps, enemies, bosses, story, and even lore. Over the course of the game, you will collect more of these pages. Most of the story and lore-based ones will be found following the main quest of the game. However, if you want to find them all, you have to complete multiple puzzles in different areas of the map. Now these runes are hidden all over the map, and they have a very interesting way of solving them. See, you need a very special item. It's called the Golden Cross. Now you may ask, where do I get this item? Well, you see, it's with you from the very beginning. You may know it by its more popular name, the D-pad. Now I know the next question you're gonna ask is, how do I use this in the actual game? Well, you're just gonna have to play to figure out. Or just watch a playthrough. There's nothing really stopping you. It's your life. Do whatever you want, I don't care. Now in the game, there's multiple items you can get to help you on your journey. And though they're all useful, there's really only two that you actually need to collect. The first one being the stick, and the whip. The whip is used mostly for traversal, but can also be used to grab enemies and pull them towards you, allowing you to divide up enemies in large groups and take them on one-on-one. Now though these are the two weapons you will need to beat the game, there's a multitude of others to help you on your journey. The first one of these items being the sword. The sword is significantly stronger than the stick in many ways, allowing for more damage and almost insta-killing some enemies. This weapon shall be your workhorse throughout most of the game. The next weapon is the ice knife. Primarily used to stop large hordes of enemies and to freeze them in place, allowing you to take them down easy. The next weapon is the fire staff. Though weaker than the sword, it is able to deal damage from a long range away, allowing you to keep your distance from stronger enemies. It can also be combined with the ice knife to shoot out freezing beams to pause the enemy. And now for my favorite weapon, one of the most powerful caliber, the hourglass. Oh yeah, and there's also a shotgun.
Parry this, you filthy casual!
All these tools come together to allow multiple ways to face a combat encounter. You could use the ice dagger to freeze an enemy, or you could start fighting them for a distance, or you could go head to head with your sword. There's many ways you can deal with a combat encounter. Or you could just use the shotgun. As you start up the game, you fly over the top of the land, seeing the world you'll be exploring. Then, you zoom in on your player character, a cute little fox. You don't know it, but at this moment, you're screwed. After crossing the bridge, you see a small door. Through video game logic, you know you have to go in. After you enter, you see a small chest in the middle of the room. You open it, and you find your first weapon of the game. After you exit the cave, you head up the stairs, seeing your first enemy. You use your stick, and you fight them, and you win fairly easily. Heading up more stairs, you see a path, and then a statue with a radiating light from the center. You see you can interact with it, so you do. You learn that these are your save stations throughout the game. Heading deeper into the island, you see a door, beautiful and golden. You walk forward, you see you can interact with it, so you do. Unfortunately for you, this was the first mistake you make on your journey. Waking up in a weird place, you see that your body is gone. You are nothing more than a spirit. Up the stairs, you find 2 bells. You see you can interact with both, so you do. The first one shines with a laser, beaming towards the sky. The other, the same. With the power of the 2 bells combined, you see that the door begins to open. You head through, not knowing what is on the other side. Entering, you first see shapes twirling around. Then you see what appears to be the spirit of a fox inside of an unknown object. The fox awakens, staring back at you and your little spirit. They touch the outer rim of the mysterious object. It appears they're trapped. They're unable to escape this object. They seem distressed, trying to escape, futile in their attempts. You look up, you see 3 shapes, seeming to be the powers holding this being in place. That's the first 5 minutes of this game. Gives you all the information you need to know. You're there to save that fox, and you're gonna do whatever it takes to get there. If you want a really short summary of the game, your fox is swimming for another fox. Tunic is a game that harbors back to the original Legend of Zelda with its exploration and puzzle solving techniques. Though there are many puzzles in the world, none of them are necessary other than the ones to get the whip and the stick. And after that, you're free to explore and find any weapon you want. You're able to play how you want. You're able to experience combat how you want. You want to rush through the game with a shotgun, killing everything you see? You can do that. You want to whack every single enemy you see with a stick? You can do that. The game doesn't care how you get through it. It doesn't care what weapons you use, what route you take. It doesn't care what enemies you kill. Just as long as you kill the main bosses, you can win. Tunic is one of the very few games that has come out this year that I've had a lot of fun with. Compared to big AAA games with millions of hours of content, I don't want to play them. This game, I can play it and enjoy it. If you don't believe me it's that good, that's fine. but at least give it a try. It's $30 on Steam, it's not that expensive. All in all, with the world exploration, combat, and the amount of fun you can get out of this game, I recommend it.